Alright, hello. Today I'm going to be casting Stage 3 of the Austin Major, the series best of one between FaZe and Mouz. Both of them currently in the 0-1 pool of Stage 3 of the Austin Major. So Mouz, kind of an unexpected turn to see them in this bracket already. FaZe, almost kind of an unexpected loss to Aurora. I hate to say it, but it is. And we'll have to see how these two incredibly good teams in this major battle it out to find themselves in the 1-1 pool or close to their elimination game. We'll have to see how this turns. Okay, so as I said, Mouz versus FaZe. Both these teams in the top 10 at the moment, or I mean, maybe FaZe have slipped out of the top 10 recently. I'm not sure. Maybe because of the result at I Am Dallas with the stand-in situation and all of that. Maybe they've dropped down into, I think, 11th from what I saw on HLTV. But nonetheless, still an incredible team at this major. Simple, such an incredible guy on this team, such a pivotal man to see instead of Brokey in this major. And it's an amazing show to see. Can he give us a show and present to us what FaZe can do against Mouz, third best team in the world at the moment? What can they show us? Over on 8 at the minute. Execute comes through. Torch and Jimmy over in cave. Haven't got much of a say in the situation that goes on. Getting some of FaZe incredibly weak, but it doesn't mean a thing when a Leech can pop back with that pistol into Torgy. Now rushing into cave, want to find some space, and they will find it. Jimmy falls too. Now the retake from CT comes in. Exertion gets a freebie. Freebie just to lure him into the site a bit closer, but the smokes are hard to play around here. Can't find it. And they kill over towards mid. Now means makes it even worse, but Simple gets a kill through the smoke. Now it's only Simple left. He needs to get the kill. Gets some damage onto Exertion, but manages to find him off. Manages to push him off the kit, but he doesn't find the kill. And unfortunately for FaZe, that is the lost pistol round. FaZe often quite good at these pistol rounds. Character known for his strats and pistols, such an important and pivotal round, especially in these best of one series. But FaZe to lose that first one immediately puts them on the back foot. But of course, they're on the T side. Why don't you just buy straight up? And Simple got a couple kills that round, so this does give him enough money to go for an AK, which is a ballsy move. AK in full Kevlar. While the rest of the team opts for Deagles is an incredible play and should be the star of the show in this Force Buy round. He's making his way over towards B lane at the moment. A's being completely left clear. They are suspecting the A here. 3 players stacking this site, brawling, looking for some information, looking for anything. Simple. They can hear the AK ring out on the field. Maybe they've got less util, who knows. But at the moment, the Deagle buy allows them to run free, wreak havoc. But oh, Brolin takes out that AK. That was a devastating loss. Shot through the wall. Oh my goodness, the lineup. That immediately takes him out for that round. And the AK gets handed over to a Liege, passed down, passing the torch to his former teammate to shine on this round. And they've completely decided against going B for the minute. They've taken the man disadvantage and they're going to reset the round. For the moment, Mouz aren't moving. So the A side looking particularly weak. Jimmy here alone, closest rotate of Exertion with the M4 though. Getting smoked off in red. Exertion gonna have to fall back in the moment. Does give him this space over towards Donut. Exertion has got the right read, gonna go and back up his pal. Donut gonna get smoked off. Jimmy's gonna have to run away. Hasn't got much of a decision here. Bros with the Deagle, gonna have a couple bodies towards his way. Jimmy does find him. Now this site stacked with players. They're fully surrounded. They've got to make a decision at some point with the little util to work with. A lot of kills got to come through for them, and they all go in the way of Mouz. Leaf manages to find one, but it means nothing. So that force buy goes fruitless as Mouz takes the second round too. So likely we'll see a full eco here. I mean, I can see Carradine and Frozen with Deagles already, but nonetheless, it's going to be very much a weak buy for FaZe, and on the opposite side of the coin, a very strong buy for Mouz, with a lot of money left over as well. They've got some good money on Torgy, so if he goes down in this round and they find the third, we'll likely see the AWP clash. The AWP of Torgy, whether that be O towards B or mid. a good chance we get to see it in the close future. And speaking of what we'll see, it looks like an A pop at the moment. I say a pop, there aren't many flashes to go with it. It's going to be a full brute force mowdown, an exertion with a lot on his plate. He's got the right gun for the job though. People just creeping in. Surely he hears this. He gets taken out swiftly by Carrigan, running and gunning, but it works. The man can do no wrong. The bomb should get planted. Doesn't. At least just gets pushed off of that, so that's no extra cash for the minute. They have to go for the bomb plant. It's still 4v4. I mean, there's Deagles though. They are kind of in a pinch. They haven't got much decision. Many options here. The push goes out, but Simple, the double headshot. It looks promising for the minute, but Jimmy shuts him down. A third on the board, and quite a successful eco, really. I mean, Simple's got 2 frags there. Rain with another one. That puts them... Sorry, not Rain. Elige with another one. So that puts them 3 down, but Torgy, the man taken out of the round, gives him the incentive to buy the AWP against this full buy. So we'll have to keep an eye on where he goes and how they'll position him against this team. Over towards a cave, which is what you like to see for the man. Set up for success. At the moment, Faze doing a staggered mid push, but Rain, no way he pushes the smoke. Okay, he uses the smoke to get over to Heaven, but dancing dangerously close to Brolin. Over towards Red is looking to get contested, but Exertion finds time on this. He can have a lot of bodies in front of him, but Frozen catches the push, is ready for it, and that is an open highway into CT. This brings a whole new realm of possibility for Mouz. Not for Mouz, for Faze, as they can re-wrap around the back of the site. So, Mouz going to have to divert some attention over here. This is a rough spot to be in. And they're all looking over towards Elige, the one-man army. Just his presence in red is enough to have 4 eyes on him. And this allows Faze to start making their moves up onto B. Spinks here is calling it again. Elige finds one, but does get the trade. And now the full rotate's coming over towards B. Torch with the AWP isn't be able to see any bodies just yet. And there's no utility left. Brolin got the smoke. Simple gets traded. 3v2. Torch with the AWP's got a lot to do. Faze, they aren't looking to give this away. They are quite happily staying this round, but Carrigan does find one, and Jimmy gets a double. He's on for a triple. Can he make it a quad and find Frozen too? This situation is completely flipped. Jimmy with a 3k. Is Frozen going to find it? The peak, but Torchy's ready for it. And that is a 2v3 retake of the bomb site. That is beautiful from Mouz. Jesus, Jimmy finding a double just quickly off the entry. They aren't able to find the trade on him. Jimmy is just purely ready for the fights. And Torgy has his back as they push onto site. Ready for Frozen. And that is a pretty devastating round for them. I felt like it was so close. The round was in the palm of their hand. They'd made such a grave mistake of having 4 players. Just keep an eye out for only a single man of Elige. Site is practically free, but there's a complete lack of util, which gives them no chance to get onto the site without nearly certain death for them. But of course, they don't know the site's completely free, so they have to take a lot of time to get over. And Faze looking to do a similar thing in this round. Go for some early mid contesting, and Red Room has been left alone for the minute. So nobody there's to hold it, but it's a risky play. Elige looking to go do the same thing twice. He's got backup this time. Oh my god, Rain. Oh my lord, Rain. Just finding all of them pushing towards him. They go for an info push, but it means nothing. Rain holding B strong and valiantly. Finds a double kill on the back of that. Brolin pushing the smoke. Maybe a bit of a bait so Spinks can go through and push, but just found completely. And Jimmy ready for it. Over towards Red. Does get one, but these kills, they're all pushing. They're all peeking. And now this leaves only Torgy left. Guaranteed round for Faze, as he's looking to go for A for the minute, but he doesn't know where they're going to push to. Elige's got the whole of A site to himself, so they could call the bomb over, but the bomb's on B, which is also clear, so as soon as this goes down, we'll see a save from Torgy. And the money on Mouz isn't looking particularly good for Jimmy and Spinks. You know, maybe pistols. I don't see them saving in this scenario. Pretty famous for Brolin, exertion with the AK. Jimmy and Spinks gonna have to do some of God's work with pistols. But nonetheless, slightly giving away this round as Mouz have pushed quite heavily. I mean, the info push on Banana was a good idea, but Rain just so ready for it. So ready for the push by Brolin, and Brolin just has no time to react through the smoke. So he gets taken out, and Rain with incredible flick back around just secures him the round in that instance, pretty much. And Dorji gets to save his orb. On the back of this, Mouz will take their first time out. They've got a bit of a predicament here with how they want to assort their buy. Torji on your Brolin on the Famous, yes, but how do you want to coordinate it around Jimmy and Spinks as well? Probably see Jimmy holding Donut, and I'd imagine Torji either going mid or A again. But Brolin plays a lot of the kind of good roles in Mouz. Some of the, maybe you could argue, star roles, as you see him over towards Cave quite a lot, which has a lot of potential as a position. You can smoke it off and go and fight Heaven quite often, but the IGL, he plays there an awful lot. But hey, you'd like to see it if they can win the rounds with Brolin in maybe an awkward position for his role as an IGL. If it works, it works. And oh my lord, Frozen finding the early kill out. Beautiful one. Brolin pushes the smoke, does find the trade back. And these kills over at mid, they get a lot of space really early, and Frozen gets such a clean headshot over towards mid. But so quick to retake the frags and push this man disadvantage. And Spinks getting a pistol kill from that range is incredible. Getting a double with the pistol, getting an upgrade, and winning the round from that. And that just went wrong really quickly there. A lot went wrong as they just push onto the site and just get completely decimated. Bit disappointing. I'm surprised there wasn't any utility to go on the back of. Maybe it was all used on the mid fight too early. Maybe it wasn't coordinated because it was a bit discombobulated after 2 deaths over towards mid. U2 maybe falls with them. And ultimately, that's what looks like it can take the round. And Faze, off the back of that one, going to take a tactical timeout. And on the back of this, we see the Simple AWP come out. Simple v Torji. GOAT confirmed versus upcoming GOAT. Who's going to win these battles? I know they play different positions, and only unless Torji's going to go mid, he can have a good chance in asserting his dominance over towards Simple. How this get played, because Ancient is a bit of a tough map with the AWP as well. You've got mid, but peeking into that line of sight over at mid is a death sentence for a lot of people. So the question is, how will Simple position himself over for this? And once again, we see B lane control being tried to contested for by Faze. Elige holding elbow, just trying to make sure nobody gets too much info. But, oh my god, Spinks. Absolute menace. Just gets an itch. Gets an itch that there's somebody lurking on the other side of the smoke. Shoots through and finds the headshot. Oh my goodness. Such a dirty kill from him. That puts him at advantage early as well. That is completely filthy. But FaZe aren't flinching. They're still staying on the B site. Only 2 smokes their name. Torji doesn't find the first one. Could get run down quite easily. He's got some backup. He does get taken out. Brolin going to see what he can do against this 3-man push. Can't find a thing as Karrigan is a great entry. Karrigan finally dies at the hands of Spinks, but is quick to trade. And now it's only a 2v3 for Mouz. But we saw what happened last time. Jimmy, big man on the other team, managed to find a triple last time. Can he find a triple again? Elige just misses the timing on exertion. Does see him, but he's wary by the mid push too. They know where one of them is, but now they're just trying to find the position of Jimmy. And surely they push together as well. So you've got Simple ready for it. Jimmy from mid can have to rethink this. He sends out an incendiary just as a warning that he's there. Don't come this way, guys. I'm definitely watching it as he runs back towards cave. So there's a lot of unknowns for him. He's gonna have to be wary as he tries to save his gun. But nonetheless, a FaZe win for the round. Now, I like to see it when Torji tries to contest with the orb in the cave, but it's just such a difficult position, and I feel like the unpeak from Brolin was almost a bit of a death sentence. They didn't have the utility to back it up for him to safely get away, so he's just stuck in a pinch, stuck in a corner where he can't really do anything. And FaZe just take that as an immediate split second decision, just go run him down. Go run him down. Brolin's not looking. Perfect. Sitting duck in the corner. Nothing that he can do. That's almost a waste of an AWP in that round. Does put himself onto an SSG as punishment. It's punishment for his crimes. A lot of focus on mid from both FaZe and Mouz. Trades out, but the two donut players hear some contesting over onto A main, and all this utility, the mollies. There's a bit of a question of what's going to go on here. They need to push this, but last time an incision, Rain can find one, but still haven't made their way onto site. Frozen just trying to find all these kills. You know, he's got the bomb on his back. He's not moving at the moment. Not looking to put himself in a vulnerable position. Yeah, I've got donut, so at this point, bomb should go down any second. Doubling up into the cave, into temple. What can they do? Is Frozen going to be ready for this? He's got 1 kill already. Does he want to make it 2? Yes, he does. Now it's only one man left. Brolin with the FAMAS left to clutch this 1v3. He's on the site. He's got such low HP. They're ready for the save anyway. And Brolin gets taken out. Frozen with a triple as well. He's got the bomb on his back. He's not ready for it. He doesn't want to take any unnecessary risks. And on the back of that, he just gets 3 kills. You know, they aren't rushing to get the bomb plant. Maybe makes Mouz reconsider. Are they actually going here? They still had time to rotate. But nonetheless, Brolin still does get the round. That's what you'd like to see from the man. I saw over the year so far, he'd kind of been stagnating, wasn't putting up any incredible numbers. But as soon as Simple joins this roster, they got Rain back after Dallas, and Simple here. He's been doing some incredible work. And can he keep it up to take this best of 1 series away? Brolin only with a pistol. He's got a lot on his plate. Carrigan just runs through with a Mac-10. Easily takes out Brolin. And he hears the pistol ring out too. Brolin's got a name in the death note from Carrigan. And it's an empty B site. The stack over towards Donut doesn't pay off. But now mid's going to get contested, and Rain has got a lot of bodies opposite him. But looks like Elise can have a bit of a mowdown to do. Finds the first, second, and Rain helps out with the third. That's a simple mowdown. Simple eco-frag mowdown on A. Bomb gets planted as well. So that means some extra cash. And with 5 alive, that means that FaZe have got a good buy going into these next rounds. So we did see a 5-1 down, but after the back of that timeout, have managed to find 3 in a row. But Mouz now off the back of an eco buy. Have got M4s. But if FaZe come in this next round, it's going to be a bit of a free run towards the end of the half. Three rounds left. What can you show us? And Brolin's so aggressive with these pushes, but it does seem like FaZe is starting to get suspicious of it. Starting to get a read on him. But so many flashes just ring out over towards B. Carrigan running through the site, doing an absolute marathon. Gets taken out on the first one. But just creating that space is so crucial. And Spink still hasn't been cleared out of cave. It's been smoked, but it's not enough. Does need to find some space at some point. Frozen gets taken out. And all these kills. Jimmy kills his own teammate. Now there's only 2 left. 2v3 for FaZe if they can find the rest of this round. Simple. Great shot. Finds the first one. Him and Rain have to double up. Rain finds one. Can he find the second? Spinks with a pistol. Can't find it. And Rain gets a triple kill. Brilliant stuff from him and Simple. Rain, cool as the man that convinced Simple to come over to FaZe and now putting his absolute weight, him and Simple, an incredible pair, taking down that bomb site, anchoring it down, and saying, this is ours. This is ours for the taking. Don't you dare. And now Mouz have got a predicament. What do? It looks like it's going to be a half buy. This doesn't scream confidence. I'm not confident in they're going to win this round. Pistols and an MP9 on exertion is the best you can do. But Torji's keeping all his money, saving his moolah. And he wants an AWP next round. He wants it badly. Stake his claim on the battlefield of Anubis. Anubis, Jesus Christ. Ancient. My apologies, that's embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as if Mouz go 0-2 in their first 2 games of Stage 3. Which at this rate I wouldn't count it out of. Faze looking great. Looking like they want it. And Jimmy looking like he's putting in a double shift. Finds Frozen like that. Just how does he win that with a pistol at that range? Frozen just not ready for the balls of Jimmy on that push. Surely they'd flash in and push that. But no, just completely dry peeks it. Completely not ready for it. Speaking of not ready, Spinks only with a pistol. Not going to be ready for Carrigan when he pushes this. Nade comes through, lands on Carrigan's head, but nonetheless is going to get traded out. And Simple with a good bit of team damage racking up. And Torji alone to hold the site does fall. But Bron playing in cave at the minute, just waiting for time. Rain's going to get the bomb plant, but Lee's got his back. Now, Jimmy's got an upgrade to AK. Him and Exertion have a good chance at this. Elijah's on for 3. Might as well get the ace-wise at it. And they aren't ready for Rain. He finds the first one. Exertion with all to do in this clutch. And at the moment, it doesn't exactly look like he's going to go for this. And, oh, that's some damage. That's some good damage. Onto Simple and Elijah. But off the back of that, through the wallbang, he's not looking for this. He's got no kit. He's got no time. Got no utility to work with. No kits are on the site to claim for himself. So that's going to be 6-5 for Faze. Got a lot of money to go into this last round. Mouz, on the other hand, they've got enough money. Torji's bringing out the AWP, blessing us with its presence. And they're going to take a timeout, Mouz, to see how they want to close the half out. Been doing pretty well so far. I mean, FaZe is a very unpredictable team. Very difficult to predict what phase you're going to get on the day. You're going to get the infamous major run phase, where they go in deep into the playoffs, make a grand final presence, completely demolish everybody. Or you're going to get the fluke phase that can't find their footing, can't find their ground, and just fumble to every opposition. Big or small. What phase do you find on the day? And on Ancient, a very comfortable map for FaZe in the past. We saw them at the grand final of the Shanghai Major. The only map they took off of Spirit. 12-6 as well. Convincing fashion. This is almost their home turf. FaZe should be feeling comfortable on this map. Should be feeling it. And Elige, the balls to push up mid early. But Mouz being more passive at the moment. Elige already down to 25 HP and hasn't even seen anyone yet. Jimmy just spamming through the smoke just finds that. But now, Carrigan going to push through. Going to put Jimmy in a pinch. He's got a lot of people coming towards him. Finds the first one, but he's got no ammo, got no time. And he's going to get taken out. The A site crumbles. An Exertion. He knows where Elige is. Knows where Elige is hiding. Executes him on the spot. 3v4 post plant. For the round, Spink's going to push through, but Carrigan's spidey senses are tingling. He knows what he's doing. Spam through the smoke, finds another one. 2v2 now. Equalised score. Simple missed shot. Him and Frozen got a lot to do. Frozen can find the first one, but Exertion smoked off. Going to have to push it. He has got the kit, though. He's got the kit and he's got some time, but they now know exactly where he is. Even if Simple misses this shot, Frozen should have an easy spray down onto him. Exertion unwinnable round, surely. Just on the edge of the smoke, gets one tap. Executed by Frozen, and that puts FaZe at a 5-7 Started looking at this game from the first 5-6 rounds, wasn't looking promising. Just off the back of that pistol buy, Mouz just win a lot in the row. A lot consecutive rounds. But FaZe just managed to flip a switch and flip the tide just like that. Straight up 7-5 on a T side, which is pretty ballsy, really. T side Ancient. I'm not sure if it's a T side or a CT sided map. I'd imagine maybe CT sided. And FaZe already up. That's what you like to see. Personally, I'm a big FaZe fan. I like to see these guys play. You don't know which FaZe you're going to get on the day, but either way, they do like a nice 11-13 match. They like pushing every team to the final few rounds, whether it be some tier 2 bots, as you might call it, whether it be tier 1 opponents. They love a close matchup. They love when the pressure's high. And Simple, a lot of pressure on him, a lot of bodies, and he doesn't find a single kill. Puts a lot on Karrigan, but running and gunning isn't going to help. The rest of FaZe have to pick up the pieces. This A side completely blocked out of it. Bomb will get planted. And are they going for the save? That's a risky move. Going for the save already. Gonna have to full buy into the next round. And then, assuming you win that, brilliant. But if you don't, then that's another round that you've kind of given up to an eco. And FaZe, bit of an odd call to save on a pistol round. I mean, I see the Kevlar and Legion frozen, but the smoke, the kit, it's not incredible stuff. It's not like they had an AWP or anything. It's not like they had an AK to save. And those 2 opens from Spinks just gives them the round. Just like that. And just as I start glazing FaZe for being this incredible team that likes to keep it close, yep. Yeah, they like to give a couple rounds over to Mouz. Of course. Are they going to buy into this? Or are they going to go for the save? Seeing some MP9s, I think we are going to see a force buy coming into this for FaZe. Going to be a good question. Bro isn't able to afford a FAMAS. That is a punchy move. Over on A. Should be a ballsy play. But it's not going to matter if every single player of Mouz over at B. And Karrigan with the quick one does get punished by Brolin. Him and Rain trying to push together. Can't find a single one of them. Bit of a disappointment there, but Lee still on the site. Still there to be that final line of defense. He managed to get Jimmy really weak, but that's it. That double swing wasn't really worth it in that scenario. Yeah, you get the information that there's a whole load of people over there, but it's just not a whole lot you can do from that. I understand it's pistols. It's a bit of an awkward buy. You don't know what to go for. Don't often save on a pistol round. But Mouz, they haven't budged. They really haven't. They've just been waiting here, waiting for a response. But now, finally, they're going to go for it. Simple, looking for some information. Finds the first one. Can he find Torji as well? No, he can't. An execution in Cave as well. He's frozen as the only man left. And it looks like he's going to be doing a double save. 2 saves in a row in the first 2 rounds of this half. He wants to keep that FAMAS. And yeah, that's another save. You find Spinks getting dropped by Simple over on B. But that's it. Another, once again, not a very convincing round from FaZe. I'm pretty sure I said at the start that they like to have these pistol buys. They do well on the pistol rounds. But they've just lost both of them. So I'd like to retract that. Thank you. But now, what do we see out of FaZe as we come into these next few rounds? Likely to see a save out of this one. Scoreline becomes 7-8 to Mouz. Then what happens? From there, you need to do a full buy. You need to start getting some rounds back on the board again. Back on the board from the previous half. This is the major. You can't be messing about, Karrigan. But FaZe always love a good comeback. Even if they're in the O2 pool, I doubt they'd go out at this stage. The FaZe major magic. Got to believe. Got to believe in these guys. But maybe not believe in them this round. Pistols and a FAMAS. Not a pretty sight. Frozen on B does get Brolin incredibly weak. Does get to find him. Carrigan punches that gun out of the round. That's an early advantage. They don't know what they're going up against. They've heard of FAMAS, but that could mean anything. Anything for Mouz, for FaZe. And Frozen, everywhere he needs to be, can find another one. Can find Exertion through the smoke. And just as I say, this is going to be a close round. Well, I say not a close round, a good round for Mouz. An easily winnable round. Just as I say that, they managed to find 2 openers on the B-bomb site. But now FaZe can be anywhere. Mouz could be anywhere. Binks manages to find the opening one. And Frozen ahead of the molly does get taken out. And that is a quick to put him back to an equal man power on both sides. 5v3 quickly put into a 3v3. And the final 3 of FaZe have a small buy between them. They aren't looking to push this. I think they're looking for exit kills at this point. Just staying wary. Playing it safe. They haven't got much to lose themselves, so you might as well try and go for this. Rain tucked away. Going to use Simple as bait for this. Simple is going to fall. Rain surely gets a couple. Does find 2. And Elige can find a 3rd one. Making sure no guns get saved out of this round. Does go down himself. Only had a 5-7 to his name. So that is a good... As a good economy reset for FaZe. You can see it as a lost round, but no gun saved means that everyone's going to have to do a full buy this round. So this is where the crucial rounds come in. But there still seems to be a lot of money for Mouz. Reshuffling going to do some good economy work. So Jimmy's still got a fair bit of a buy left. So even if they lose this round, Jimmy can still probably buy into the next. It's a rough way to go about it, but this is the crucial round. Simple with the AWP on CT side. This is what you want to see from him. Over on A. Holding A main. He's got a couple people looking at him. Looking his way. Looking at his bomb site. Seeing what they want from it. Bomb's going to come his way as well. But Frozen labours it, but manages to find Exertion through the smoke. Just out of pure Spidey sense can find it. Simple. Can't find one. Manages to get Jimmy incredibly weak. Doesn't find it, but Frozen is ready to help him, ready to save him from Torji. And now there's a quick round from FaZe. Only 2 left. 2 left to deal with. Rain finds 1. Now it's only Torji left with AWP. Not what you want in this situation. 1v4 demanded of him. That is a lot. He's got a clear exit for the moment. Rain is going to go the long way around. Try to catch him trying to save. But Mouz, they like to do a bit of a... Whenever they like to save their guns, whether it be bomb plant or anything else, or save, they always rotate back to T-spawn. So Torji, his exact route is planned out by Rain. He knows where he wants to go. Rain ready for it, can find him, deny the AWP save into the next round. And now we're back to a tied up scoreline, 8-8. On the final few rounds of this best of 1. Tech 9s for Spinks and Brolin. Gonna have to do some incredible openers to get into this. Exertion, pushing mid, gets flashed off the spot, doesn't want anything to do with that. Once again, we see a lot of players over towards B. A lot of them full queuing up, lining up outside, ready to get mowed down by the M4s. Exertion's looking over a mid at the minute, just trying to create some distraction, but they hear the Tech 9s. They should know what they're going up against at the minute. They've used a lot of their utility though. They haven't got a whole lot left. A smoke and 2 flashes is all that they have to their name. Mouz have actually got more utility than them at the minute. This is where it gets difficult. If you send in Spinks and Bron as the entries, this could be a tough round to deal with. But now the defense of B's looking to hold back for the minute. Possible A rotate. The final few pieces of utility do get thrown out, and this is going to suffice. This is going to give them a bomb plant, and Paragon double dinked. Exertion managing to find Rain as well. Trying not to allow the gun to get taken back, but it does. And now this is so critical. Elige can only find one. Such a difficult round, and no way they win this on the force buy. Simple miss shot, and Spinks gets to mow down 2 of them. Mows down 3 of them. He finds a quad kill, and Faze get completely denied in this. He starts off with a Tech 9, then ends up with an AK. Managed to take that from Rain at a close range, and uses that to completely mow down the competition. And that is a stunning round from the new man on this roster. I say new, they've done a lot with him so far. Been looking absolutely incredible since he joined this roster. Vitality, as soon as you boot this man off, you start winning. How's that got to feel? You want revenge as a player. You want to go deep into the major. You know what you want. You want to win. Prove to the world you're better than your ex's team. And no better way to do that but by putting FaZe in their place. Consistently, time and time again. There's no day in which this man does not show up. And whilst I was having a little rant about Spinks, I saw a simple auto shot. He thought about it for a second, but defaults back to the MP9. Which did concern me, but doesn't want to play on the dark side for today. But now a trying to jump over there for a Elige, just get punished. And Simple in the smoke should be good for a couple of them. Does find Torji, flicks around and finds Jimmy as well. Beautiful kill from him, but he's dancing around the smoke, he doesn't know it. And Exertion does find him as well, but those kills puts him in a 2v2 scenario. Carrigan and Rain split up across the bomb sites. Early warning system. But Mouz, they could be anywhere. They've got full reign of mid, and Carrigan, if he's going to get pushed, he's just going to want to save this. Oh my god, the timing. Brolin gets so much space. Carrigan looked to hold mid for the minute. Is Brolin going to spot him out? Yes, he is, but Carrigan does find it, and Exertion left in the 1v2. Because there was so much space on to B. Exertion going to find his way up. He knows where Carrigan is, roughly. But he doesn't know how close he is. Carrigan not giving any info for the minute. So Exertion has completely left in the dark. Carrigan swings around the box. Is found. Rain left in the 1v1. Ice cold. What can you ask from this man? Completely unknown. Could be anywhere. Lurking around these corners. Rain just trying to get this. No smoke. He can't smoke himself off to go for the ninja. Exertion knows where he is, but Rain, he's sticking the plant as well. He knows, he calls Exertion's bluff. And he knows that Exertion, a double bluff actually, Exertion thinks that Rain has just tapped the bomb and he's going to be swung instead. So Exertion hangs back for the minute. But Rain, so incredible on this. The ball's on this man. Does manage to find clutch. He doesn't even need the kill. He can just find the round. Just like that. The kit, such a great piece of equipment. Don't be a loser. Buy a diffuser. Rain, the GOAT himself. Absolutely ice cold. Doesn't flinch in these clutches. Always a pillar of consistency. I can't help but notice, but there's a lot of red health bars for Mouz. A lot of people have not a lot of health. A lot of damage has been done early on. So Mouz might have to play a little bit more cautiously, as a spam the smoke can take out a good few of their players. Just an AK spam does a whole lot of damage. And the MP9 of Carrigan could be so pivotal in this. So detrimental to Mouz if they decide to go his way. And they're eyeing up his bomb site. They want it desperately. Early warning system in the single molly, but It's only one. You don't see the full execute coming over just yet. Simple going to get called over. He has got an M4. Better gun for the job. But over at mid, Rain gets punished by the Tech 9. But now they've got a lot of space. Brolin can find another one. And Carrigan, the final man on this site, manages to find the first one. Gets an upgrade and gets out of there. He's got a lot of people coming his way. He finds the first one. Torchy trying to battle him. But the crossfire's set up. They can't find the trade. And they do find him again. Tries to push through the crossfire, but is found. An exertion spinks, only 27 health between them. What can Elige and Frozen do? Surrounding this bomb site, hot on their heels. Frozen finds the first, and there's simply not time. Exertion can't even find one. No time for anything. Running it down to the final few seconds, but it will be FaZe who finds double digits first. These guys completely incredible in their rounds. Carrigan, just as you think he's going to be overwhelmed by all these people, he just puts up a double kill and keeps him in the round. Manages to stay alive long enough for Frozen to come and set up a crossfire. Completely denies any attempt at a push. And completely beautiful Counter-Strike from these men. I could sit here all day and glaze FaZe. Incredible 5 players. On paper, these are some of the most incredible players in the world. Simple, GOAT of all time, greatest CSGO player you've ever seen. Elige, NA's final hope, the one man that can revive it, the single person who you could easily point out and say, yep, he is one of the number 1 players who's ever stepped foot in NA. Carrigan, best IGL of all time, proven that with a major and a Grand Slam to his name. This team, incredible. But haven't been able to find that success recently. New changes, new faces. Gives them a chance. And Mouz going to a stack bomb site. Tech 9s, not a whole lot they can do. A double kill found from Rain. Can he make it triple? He can't, but they called the rotate over for the minute. Simple with the spray, does find a second one with the USPS. And Torchy, the bomb plant is crucial though. That gives him some extra cash in the next round, but I doubt he wins this. And he does. Oh no, it's getting worse. Simple, lot on his plate. They know exactly where Torchy is. 11 HP. He can't win this now, but got me scared for a second. Simple, gonna stick it. Isn't gonna flinch from the nade. Elige has the smoke ready. And Torchy does manage to save an M4. That's the most you can ask from that, really. You've got him with Tech 9s, you found a bomb site, you found the plant, and you've managed to save an M4. Whilst it's not a round win, of course, that's what you're looking for. It is exactly what you want from an eco buy, which nonetheless is a loss. It does fuel your economy so well into these next coming rounds. And FaZe, 2 rounds away from winning this. Mouz, gotta start putting their foot down soon. They haven't full bought into this, so it looks like they're going to be pushing for overtime at that, which is not ideal in the slightest. And finally, they're going to do some contesting over towards A. They haven't been on this side of the map for ages, it feels like. And a lot of players here ready for the push. But after that smoke comes out, they are going to reconsider it. Going to go and decide to push a bit of mid instead, but there's no utility for this Mouz squad. Not a whole lot you can do if... I'm not sure if they've smoked off Red Room already, but either way, this is a whole field of unknowns for them. I say, oh, they're just pushing caves silently but surely. Simple, holding it for the minute. Finds the first one. Crazy reactions from him. That's gonna force Torchy back. He's not gonna want any part of that. Simple, looking to be on his prime form today. Torchy doesn't manage to get out of cave, trying to retreat, doesn't find it. Can Frozen hold his around and donut. He's got the help, he's got the time, got the ammo. There's a mow down from him as well. It's only Spinks left. Manages to find the A site, but Frozen so confident with the USPS. Ready to shoot him. Oh, beautiful from Frozen. Finds a triple kill, finds these eco frags, and we find ourselves 12-9. FaZe have found match point. That glorified match point. 1 round away from sending Mouz into the lower bracket elimination match of stage 3. We saw it happen to Falcons, and it's about to happen to Mouz as well if they don't put their foot down now. This is where FaZe do their best work. In these high pressure moments, they love this. Mouz always seems to be from the back foot, but they somehow manage to bring this back. And now this is the time. Gotta make a decision, you've got to start going soon. But boy oh boy, Elige pushes early but it's not ready for the 3 bodies on the other side of that. And Frozen gets some damage onto the others. But it's not enough. Simple finds one through the smoke. And Frozen pushing on the edge of it. Gets traded again. And it's just trade after trade. 3v3. Manpower equalised, but the bomb's creeping its way up on towards B. And Brolin finds that crucial kill. It's a free bomb site. Simple and Rain, like I said, incredible duo. Gotta be at it again. But it looks like they're going to go and save. They're going to give Mouz their 10th. But are going to keep their guns into the next round. But you don't know. Mouz don't know what Simple's looking like. If he has a save in this round, there's a chance he has an AWP in the next. That's a scary option. 1 round away from losing this series. You're going up against a Simple AWP. Better start praying in this next round. Both got Kevlar, both got kits. This is what you want to see. And Mouz on the home stretch if they want to go for this overtime. Only 2 rounds away from the end of the half. Can FaZe punch their ticket into the 1-1 pool? Or a Mouz going to fall down into these lower brackets and have to fight from their way down from the bottom to the playoffs? Are we going to see this? But we see the Simple AWP. What magic can you give us, son? Show us what you're made of, Simple. I'm begging you. B lane control's taken, but FaZe aren't inching. FaZe aren't budging. They want none of this. Some mollies come out, but the smokes deny any thought of pushing. You don't want to push that. You don't know what's on the other side of that. So they don't. Simple over at mid. If he catches the timing on this, could be perfect. They're creeping their way up mid. Elige holding red room. Simple finds the timing, finds the opening. Jimmy taken out of the round early. Exertion in red. Pivotal position. Elige doesn't know how far up he is. He could be here, he could be anywhere. Exertion tucked in the corner. He could swing this. Could be a perfect timing for Exertion. Elige gonna clear it out. Does find him. And that is a 5v3. Mouz on the back foot already. Brolin and Carrigan side by side in the cave. They don't know what's going on. Practically hugging each other. Brolin's trying to find his way around. Doesn't know what he can do. Him and Carrigan so close to each other. Gonna push each other. Is gonna find the first one, but Rain's got his back. Torgy and Spinks. What can you do? Can you find anything? Yes, he can, but it's only Spinks left. Spinks falls to Elige, and FaZe put themselves 1 step closer to the major playoffs. Beautiful stuff from this team. And we find Mouz down in the O2 pool of this major. 1 single loss away from elimination. Won't even make the playoffs. Top 3 team in the world. And we might not even see them in the playoffs. A beautiful, beautiful game of Counter-Strike today from these 2 teams. Completely stunning. I love both these teams. I love the way they play. And FaZe, they always like to keep it close. Beautiful game. Beautiful game from Simple as well. Like to see that. Frozen putting up some Gracie numbers. Jimmy in the first half as well. Carried his fair share. His fair load of work. But just towards the end, not finding his footing again. And that means FaZe 1 step closer to the playoffs. Thank you for listening to the cast. Please give me any feedback. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.